Here, yeah, you don't hear me all right, no? Vande Mataram. I'll be happy to say it 10 times. Vande Mataram. Bengal gave this call. And we are very inspired by that. And from that Bengal today, we have a Professor Saugata Roy, who says, I'm not bothered, I'm not worried, but it is worth mentioning for this House's consideration. He says, I do not expect Finance Minister to be like Dr. Manmohan Singh. Certainly, I also don't want to be like Dr. Manmohan Singh. She is not a PhD from Oxford, not even like Chidambaram, who has got a management degree from Harvard. She's from our own JNU. But the problem is she's bereft of new ideas. सीधा मैं आ रही हूँ सर प्रश्न सीधा मैं आ रही हूँ प्रश्न में a lady who I respect a lot who sits equally in the GST council with me, Srimati, who is the finance minister of Bengal, studied in University of Calcutta. Sirs, you may delete the name, sir. You may delete it. You may delete it, sir. Finance Minister of Bengal, studied in University of Kolkata. That's all right, sir. She is also, I respect her, which means, is she also bereft of new ideas? Is she also bereft of new ideas, sir? I don't want to take her name. Finance Minister of Bengal. Please delete the name. I am not against it. I respect her, sir. She does wonderful contribution in the GST Council. She is from University of Kolkata. So, when the reference is made to me saying she is from JNU, but the problem is she doesn't have any, she is bereft of new ideas. Is she bereft of new ideas? Equally, I want to ask, the Chief Minister of Bengal is also from colleges affiliated to the University of Calcutta. Does it mean that if you study in Indian universities, you are bereft of ideas? She is a fighter who's leading the state for so many years. Make chauvinist comments. Sir? I'll come. Sir, I'm astonished when we talk about the Chief Minister's qualification and saying that she's a good Chief Minister who's fighting. We are from Indian universities. Whether it is Chief Minister of Bengal or myself, we are all from Indian universities. In what way we are less to the Harvards of the world, the Oxfords of the world? I want to ask this question to the main chauvinist professor who seem to be attacking women, and even worse, he is a professor in one of the Indian colleges. He is not teaching in Harvard. He is not teaching in Oxford. So is he also equally not so qualified? A professor in Indian university demeans people who have got qualification from Indian universities, sir. Professor Saugata Roy, please be ashamed of yourself. Even worse, he says in 1920, the inequality, sir, the inequality in India was less in 1920 than it is now. It's a statement professor made. I can't believe this statement. Sir, Bengal suffered under the British. We all see the images of skinny, starved, bone and skin Indians, Bengal people who were starved by the British, and the entire grain of West Bengal was taken to fund the war. People were photographed sitting skinny with bones and skin, and that Bengal was better in equality than now. What a shameful statement to make. In this house, inequality was better under British than now. What a shameful statement to make. Now I come to talking about Bengal's economy, sir. I'll give all the white paper they want. Sir, West Bengal's share in total industrial production of this country. Honorable Speaker, sir, I'd like to draw your attention and say West Bengal's share of the total industrial production of this country, which used to be 24%. I want honorable members to keep paying attention to this data. It's very important for this country. 24% was Bengal's contribution to total industrial production of this country at the time of independence. Today, you want to know what that number is? 3.5. That's the Bengal economy. That's the Bengal economy. There's been a downward trend in the gross capital formation. In 2010, West Bengal accounted for 6.7% capital formation in India. Now it accounts only for 2.9%. They want a white paper. I'll give a white paper. I will definitely give a white paper. This is the performance of Bengal's economy, sir.
सभा की कार्रवाई आज 8 बजे तक बढ़ाई जाती है।
The state of West Bengal, sir, attracts less than 1% of the total Indian FDI.
अगर आप सवाल पूछोगे तो जवाब सुनना पड़ेगा। आपने सवाल किया तो जवाब दे रही है वित्त मंत्री जी।
Supriya Sule had asked question about fiscal deficit target of 4.9% may not be achieved. With supplementary demand, it might go up to 5.6% is her apprehension. I want to reply to Honorable Member Supriya Sule, sir. The year-end actuals of a year represents the full financial year's expenditure. It is inclusive of additional appropriation that may have been granted to the Parliament by the Parliament through supplementary demand. But I want to lay before Honorable Member my fiscal deficit numbers. 21-22, the fiscal target set was 6.8%. What we achieved is 6.7%. 22-23, 6.4 was the target set. 6.4 was achieved. 23-24, 5.9 was target set. 5.6 was achieved. And 2024-25, 4.9 is what we mentioned here. I'm confident that of achieving that fiscal goal and the glide path which we have given, and therefore 4.5% of GDP for 25-26 is what we will achieve is my hope. Sir, before I come to the conclusion, there's one I will come to the conclusion with, but before I come to that, sir, I want to highlight the fact.
माननीय सदस्य, नेता प्रतिपक्ष, प्लीज आसन के पीठ कर नहीं बैठते।
संविधान नेता प्रतिपक्ष हो जाने से अकल कहाँ से आएगा?
Sir, this is an important issue I want to raise, sir, before I come to the conclusion. Sir, today, when we are discussing the journey of Vikasit Bharat, I want to draw your attention towards a very serious issue. To make India develop, it is necessary for the country to have big economic and strategic power. But if there will be instability and anarchy in the country, the journey towards Vikasit Bharat will become more difficult. This is a huge challenge for us. And as a nation, we have to understand where the problem is. India's social fabric, parliamentary traditions, economy, and the armed forces are all four being severely attacked. We have united our diverse society through the hard-working people of this country over the generations. After independence, sir, our constitution was put in place, and it has put in place several arrangements to keep the society united. But today, through a conspiracy, the fault lines of our society are being exposed. Mistrust is being created against each other in the society through fallacies, lies, and deceit. Sir, efforts are being made to create such a situation that even a spark will lead to a lot of conflict. Similarly, the attacks on the armed forces are also being intensified on some pretext or the other, or one pretext or the other. Efforts are being made to divide the army and the soldiers. The strength of the army is its discipline and unity. As a part of a conspiracy, sir, this strength of the army is being challenged. Whatever is happening today regarding Agniveer is a part of this conspiracy. I'm afraid to say this. Apart from the society, parliament, army are all under attack, and even the economy is being attacked. When the people of India have really struggled to come out of COVID and are building a society on their effort, we as people representing them in this house at least should recognize the hard work of our people and not undermine India as a country which is growing at this rate. So entrepreneurship itself is being made a villain, sir, which is a shame. Hard-working entrepreneurs are building this country. The conspiracy is to end India's entrepreneurship culture even if before it fully blooms, and thereby hitting at the Indian core backbone, which is the entrepreneurship, small and medium units, and enterprise is what is building India. Negativity is being spread in society towards all those who do business. And this hatred for business and wealth creators is spilling everywhere. There is a conspiracy to send a message to the entire world that India is not safe for investors, sir. And this is not good. Rumors are being spread that Indian institutions cannot guarantee security to foreign investments, which is really a sad situation, sir. Strategic instability, economic instability, and political instability. Some forces are working to create this kind of an image of India, and we should all fight together that this kind of instability building people should be told a lesson. There is a huge nexus. There is a huge nexus behind this, which is carrying out this conspiracy from the streets and even to the parliament. No debates without protests, which are aggressive protests are happening. You don't even hear answers which are being given. And I'm sorry to remind this honorable house that when the honorable Prime Minister stood up to speak, at most disruption happened and people did not want to listen to him. They were screaming, but parliamentary institutional maryada ke upar unse first lecture aata hai. Jab all over the well they had people standing, and people were forced or nudged or cajoled to say, go into the well, protest. Sir, institutional respect, we have to keep it. Every countryman has come together to fight this conspiracy. We have to be alert, sir. And I take this opportunity to say this. Sir, the last matter, sir. Sir, the last matter. The last matter, sir.